Hello, everyone. People are starting to come in. Hi. Aloha. Welcome. We'll cruise for... Oh, let me turn that off. People are starting to come in. Hello, people on Zoom. Hello, YouTube. Okay, while we're waiting for people to arrive, I'm just checking a couple of technical things here. Make sure that we're good. Brooke Lipton, I see you in the Q&A. Hello, friend. Hi, friend. It's a beautiful day here in Hawaii. I hope it's a beautiful day or night, wherever you guys are in the world. Okay, so just cruising for a moment while people tune in. Make sure that that's all going. Okay. Check that YouTube is all good. Okay, maybe whoever has been writing in the Q&A so far, just let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Just somebody write something in there if you can hear me fine. Jamie, what's up, Jamie? Thank you. Okay, we've almost reached our Zoom limit. Okay, what time is it? 11:03. Let's get started. What's up, everyone? Aloha and welcome. You know, before we jump into it, I just wanted to say a couple of technical things about the way this is going to work. As far as the Zoom attendees, this is a Zoom webinar rather than a Zoom meeting, which means you won't be able to transmit your video and you won't be able to unmute yourself. You'll be able to see me and hear me the whole time. Again, if there ends up being any technical difficulties at some point, if my picture starts failing or sound starts messing up, please let me know in the Q&A. For people who don't know, there's a Q&A button, which we will specifically go to later. We'll have a time where we'll really focus on a Q&A, and you guys can write in questions, and I'll go through and answer as many as I can in that time. And for people who are on YouTube, there's no, that'll just be watching and hearing me the whole time. There's no particular interaction for you in the YouTube experience. Okay? All right. So, first of all, I wanted to talk about, this particularly unprecedented for our time experience that we're all in the midst of right now, the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. I wanted to first speak to any of you that may have been or are currently being affected by it directly, meaning maybe you contacted the virus, or a friend or a family member has contracted it, and I just want to send all of my condolences, and I'm sorry for anything that you have been through or are going through. Obviously, beyond that, this particular experience affects all of us at varying degrees, socially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And that's why I think whenever there can be a collective experience that is focused on health, that's focused on releasing stress, that's focused on dance and music and connection, community, and play, I think it's a good thing. So this was my hope in trying to create this experience for us. And lastly, along that subject matter, while there are absolutely challenges that we are all dealing with at varying degrees in this time, this is without question. There's no denying this. Maybe crises for some. That's real. Yet at the same time, simultaneously, in great crisis lies great opportunity. And wherever the majority of our attention is in our life, this will be the majority experience of our life. So I think as much as possible, if the bulk of our focus can be, rather than on our problems, on our possibilities, on our potential. So at least for the next 2 hours, this is going to be our focus. We're not denying the challenges, but we're putting the majority of the focus on our potential, on our possibilities. Sound good? Okay. Check that everything's looking all right. Okay. What I want to do first is a very simple, short meditation to get us going. One of the things I like to do before we jump into a meditation, for those of us who maybe don't have a meditation practice already, sometimes we can have gathered some myths about meditation, and I like to try and bust those myths right up front. One, meditation does not need to be hard or complicated. Two, we do not need to silence our mind in order to meditate. Three, we do not need to sit in a super intense yogic posture in order to meditate. There are many different kinds of meditation, all with their own benefits. And lastly, we do not meditate necessarily in order to feel better inside of the meditation practice. We meditate in order to feel better the rest of our day. And I say this because every meditation experience will be different. Some will be peaceful, some will feel wonderful, and some may be intense, may be anxiety-ridden. Because when we stop and slow down, every thought and emotion that we've been running from sometimes comes up. But if and when it comes up, it does not come up to wreak havoc on us, to stress us out, to mess with us. It comes up because it wants to come out. And often stress, trauma, pain feels the same or similar way coming out as it did going in. But it's okay. It's on its way out. Okay. So we're going to do a very, very simple breathing-centered practice. So all you're going to do when it's time is to close your eyes. I want you to sit comfortably in a chair, any kind of chair, with your back supported, with your head not supported, because that can make you fall asleep. We don't want you falling asleep at the beginning of our class. And so sit comfortably. You're going to close your eyes, and you're going to pay casual attention to your breath. If and when, most likely they will, thoughts, emotions, and sensations come up, no problem. We don't need to push them away. We notice that we've been lost in thought and emotion or sensation, and we let it be, and we just casually come back to the breath. If you meditate for 1 minute, you may need to come back to the breath 30 times. It's okay. You're not a bad meditator. Anything that happens is perfect. No problem. Okay? So let's take this really casual approach. So sit comfortably in a chair. You don't worry about the time. I'm going to keep track of it. Comfortably in a chair. Close your eyes. And why don't we start with a couple of deep breaths. And then you're just going to breathe normally and pay casual attention to your breath. And if you find yourself lost in thought or emotion or sensation, no problem. Just let it be there and casually bring your focus back to your breath as many times as you need to. There is no particular way that you need to feel. However you feel is perfect. And casually come back to the breath. And let's take a couple of deep breaths. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Hopefully that felt good. Okay. Now, let's do a little bit of yoga, warm up, okay? So, grab some space on the floor. Checking that everything looks good here. Okay. All right. So grab some space. I want you to stand about hips distance apart. Standing about hips distance apart. And you're going to stand up tall. Open up your chest. And we're going to start with a simple breathing practice. It's called box breathing. So I'll explain it to you first. You're going to breathe in slow and deep for 4 seconds. Then you're going to hold that breath in for 4 seconds. Then you're gonna breathe out slowly for 4 seconds, and then hold that breath out for 4 seconds. We'll go a couple times. Okay. So, go ahead and exhale first. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Holding in, 2. Go ahead and close your eyes if you wish. 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Holding out, 2, 3. Breathing deep, one more time. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Holding in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Holding out, 2, 3, 4. Good. You can slowly open your eyes. Now we're going to align our breath with our arms. So breathing in. And let's take it all the way up with the arms. And then flat back. You're going to dive down. And then go ahead and release the back. And just let yourself hang. Try and let yourself be heavy. Release tension in your neck. And you can sway a bit, left to right. And then flat back, come halfway up. And release back down. Try and keep breathing slow and deep throughout this whole thing. And now we're going to move slowly to a plank position. All right, it's like a push-up position. Breathe in. And then come down slowly, lowering yourself down to the ground. Pull your chest slightly forward, point your toes, and slowly push up into cobra position. Keep breathing. You can twist a bit, right to left. And then flip your toes under. Keep a strong stomach. Push back through plank and back to downward dog. So you are pushing back towards your thighs, moving towards straight arms and straight legs. Release tension in your neck. And then you can push down one heel at a time, cycling them. Keep breathing. And then come down to your knees. So now you're on all fours. And we're going to do cat-cow. So as you breathe in, you're going to arch your back. As you breathe out, you're going to contract. Okay? So breathing in. Breathing out and contract. Breathing in. Breathing out. And come back to neutral. And now I want you to cross your ankles behind you, right? And then you're going to sit back slowly and then keep moving onto your backside. And then you're going to lie all the way down on your back. Just going to readjust my angle here. So lying on your back. Deep breath here. Now you're going to keep your left leg straight. You're going to pick up your right knee, wrap both hands around that right knee, and pull it in towards your chest. Deep breath. And now take the left hand, place it on the right knee, and we're gonna pull that knee slowly across the body, keeping it at a 90-degree angle. Then if it feels all right, you can open up your right arm and look to the right. Deep breath. And then back to center. And now right hand on the right knee. We're gonna pull that knee slowly out to the right. Deep breath. And back to center. And then both hands around the knee again, pulling back in towards the chest. And then release that right leg down. Same sequence, other side. So now keep the right leg straight, pick up the left knee, both hands around it. I'm in a super uncomfortable position because I got a mic pack on. I'm trying to seem normal. So pulling this left knee in towards your back. Deep breath. Now right hand on the left knee, pulling it slowly across the body. If it feels okay, open up the left arm, look to the left. Deep breath. And back to center. Left hand on the left knee, pulling that left knee out to the left, keeping the foot in towards the other knee. Deep breath. And back to center. Pulling it back in towards the knee. And release that left leg down. Take both hands and arms up, and then let them fall behind you. Stretch long and take a deep breath in. And then sit up. Everybody's still there? Hopefully, or I'm just talking to myself. That's okay. You're going to bend the right knee like this, all right? So bend the right knee, step over the left knee, place the right arm behind you, left arm crosses over the right knee, sit up tall, breathe in, and then you're just slowly twisting to the right. To where there's, some challenge, but not hurting yourself in any way. Slowly come back to center. Now straighten the right leg, bend the left leg, step over the right knee, left arm behind, right arm across. Sit up tall, breathe in. Slowly twist. Keep breathing. And back to center. Straighten that left leg. Take both hands over to your right side. Swing your feet, legs behind you. And then you're going to come back into your forward plank. Okay? Come a little closer to you. Now, deep breath in. Come down slowly. Pulling slightly forward. Toes pointed up into cobra. Toes under. Strong stomach. Pushing back to down dog. Pushing back. Oh, nice butt shot, Wade. Pushing back here. Okay, I'm going to mirror you guys here, but you are going to take your right leg straight up behind you. Then you're going to bend it and open up that hip. It's just doing as much as you can. Deep breath. And now you're going to slowly bring that right foot forward into a lunge. Okay? Making sure that your front knee is not tracking forward past your ankle. It's staying right on top. Right? Now you're going to turn your back heel down. Right? So it's turned out. Come up slowly to warrior one. Deep breath. Now to warrior two. Now reverse, so just reaching back. Now you're going to take your front hand to the ground and your back arm straight up. If it feels okay, you can look towards the ceiling. Deep breath. Now everything stays the same except your front leg is going to straighten, which brings you into triangle. Deep breath. Now back down to your lunge. Now back to plank. Deep breath in. Coming down slowly. Pulling the chest forward, pointing the toes up to cobra. Toes under, strong stomach, back to downward dog. Deep breath. Now same sequence, other side. So now this should be your left leg going up. If you got that mixed up, just do the other leg, the leg you haven't done. But left leg up behind you. Bend it. Open up that hip. Deep breath. Bringing that left foot forward into your lunge. Deep breath. I'm going to use the excuse of humidity in Hawaii for the fact that I'm drenched already. Okay, now you're going to turn your back heel down. We come up, warrior one, deep breath. Warrior two, deep breath. Reverse, reaching back. Now take the front hand to the ground on the inside, and the back arm straight up towards the ceiling. Look towards the ceiling if it feels all right. Deep breath. And now everything stays the same, but we just straighten the front leg. Deep breath. Now back down to our lunge. Back to plank. Deep breath in. Coming down. Forward and up into cobra. Toes under, strong stomach. Back to downward dog. And let's take some very deep breaths. And now bend your knees, look forward, and you're going to step or you can hop up to your hands. Flat back, come halfway up, and release back down. And then you're going to come all the way up, arms all the way up. I'm just going to hold the music real quick. Arms all the way up, and slowly coming down to your chest. And let's place your hands on your heart. Close your eyes and let's take some deep breaths here. Eyes closed, hands on the chest, hands on the heart. I want you to spend a moment imagining yourself being healthier than you've ever been. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Healthier than you've ever been. Imagine what that would look like, what that would feel like. And imagine that that is true now. Perfect health. Now I want you to imagine your family and friends, your loved ones, and imagine them becoming healthier than they've ever been before. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Perfect health. This is true for them now. And 2 more deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Relax your arms. I hope that felt good for you guys. Felt good here. Okay, before I continue, I just want to do another quick check. Can you guys, somebody give me a thumbs up if video and sound is all good? Okay, great. Thank you. All right, guys, let's keep warming up, but we are gonna raise the frequency a bit. Make sure you got some space. Let's see here. Okay, so still just warming up, right? Lighthearted, playful. I want you to start by shaking your hands. You can start moving some energy around, right? And then let it come through your arms, chest, your face. Let it shake all through your body. Now we're going to jump. Now jumping side to side. Now high knees. Now hips. Down. Get your arms involved. Go down low. Just warming up. Now we go. Up high. Arms up. 3 of these. Now rub your hands together. Rubbing your hands together. Build up some energy. Faster and faster. Now place those hands on your heart. And let's close your eyes. And take some deep breaths. Hands on the heart. Eyes closed. Deep breath. Feel your heart beating. Let's start by feeling some gratitude for our heart. We can feel how hard it's working to enable us to move our bodies in this way, doing this thing that we love. All right, it's not a given, so we don't want to take it for granted. Millions of people wish they could move their bodies anywhere close to how we're moving them right now. So we make sure that we're being grateful. And now let's expand the gratitude for anything and everything in your life. Maybe your loved ones, your health, your safety. Let's just focus on gratitude. And slowly open your eyes. Relax your arms. Okay, we warmed up now. Gratitude, as I'm sure you know, is just so powerful. Yeah? It's amazing because we cannot be angry and be grateful at the same time. We cannot be stressed and be grateful at the same time. It's really an antidote for almost every emotional poison. So if you haven't yet, I would say amp up a gratitude practice in your life. I focus on my gratitude before and after every meditation, twice a day. I keep a gratitude jar somewhere in my house where I always go by it. Whenever I see it, it prompts me to write down, simple little gratitude, pop it in the jar, fill the jar. It's good stuff. Okay. So glad we're here together. Let's see. Shall we groove a bit more? Let's do that. Okay, make sure my music is good here. Okay, so with all of the grooves that we're going to do today in general, I'm sure we've got many different levels of dancers here. None of the grooves that we are going to do today are particularly complex. That's not really my focus. That's not the focus of this experience. The focus of this experience is to do something that's relatively simple, that has lots of room for you to play with it, to interpret it, to make it your own, but ultimately, hopefully something that just feels good in the body. So as you're doing it and after you're doing it, it just leaves a good energetic feeling in your body. I don't want anyone, hopefully, to be stressed about trying to learn any of this stuff. Advanced dancers, if we have advanced dancers here, you can take anything that's relatively simple and interpret it and, expand on it any way that you see fit. Yeah? But we're going to do stuff that works for everyone. Cool? Okay. All right, so I'm going to teach you these, and then we'll play with them, okay? Listen to this groove first, musically, so we can get this in our head. floor, except for this turnaround. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so check my angle here. Good. Okay, so I am going to have my back to you so that we're doing this the same way. Okay, basics of the feet first. Don't worry about style, just basics. We're going to step left, left, and then right, left. And that's it, over and over again, okay? Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. So it will be a 1 count of 8 phrase as far as what we're doing in the upper body. But for the feet, it's 4 counts that keep repeating, right? Starting on the left foot. So it's in a rhythmic pattern of 3s, right? Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, on the left foot. Light on your feet. 6, 7, 8. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? We're going to get, as we do it, as you start to see what the upper body's doing, you're going to be in a bit of a plie throughout, so knees are bent. So we're not kind of up here, right? We're going to be down into it. Yeah? Okay, basics of the arm. You're going to take this right arm. Hands are going to be kind of in a blade sort of shape, right? And you're making these circles. So the circle is going to come in towards me and then out. In towards me, then out, right? So that's on the 1, 2. So as soon as that hand leads, and then it's about that shoulder coming up and over, boom, trying to make these spirals, okay? That being said, I don't want you to be too rigid about anything. Everything that I give you as far as particulars is a foundation for you to then play with. Do different versions of if you want, okay? Playground. So 1, 2, yeah? As you're doing that, your left arm is just going to be kind of hiding behind the back. Boom, boom, okay? Just that. No feet yet. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So as you can see, my upper body is sort of rocking to the left, yeah? Left and left. As my arm is pushing away from me, it's as if you're pushing yourself off a wall, right? 1, 2, yeah? Arm behind the back. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, okay? Now you try that with the feet. Boom, boom, right? It's going to feel a little different, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, boom, yeah? 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, boom. And then you're coming to this right, left, right. All you're going to do is 1, 2, and then these hands sort of come to a prayer-like position on your forehead. Boom, 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 as you rock in there. Keep your hips alive, keep your torso alive. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? And if you're uncomfortable with that, idea in any way, just groove, put those arms wherever you want, okay? But for me, this is kind of asking for guidance and receiving, okay? So 6, 7, 8, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Then you're gonna do the same thing on 5, 6. So the arms again. 1, 2, 3, 4, same thing. 5, 6, and then for 7, 8, I actually just want it to be, as far as the upper body, your own groove, right? Wherever you want your arms, hands, head. So you're going boom, boom, ha, ha, ha. Do this again. Boom, 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 pa. Whatever feels good there. Play with it, right? So that's 1 count of 8, yeah? So we went 1 and 2 to the prayer, and 4, 5, and 6, and then your own arms and groove for 7, 8, and that brings you back to the 1. And we just keep looping it. 1 count of 8 over and over again, okay? So 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and back to 1. Boom, okay? So, again, everything I'm giving you is a foundation for you to play with, especially when we're doing one kind of 8 that's going to go over and over again. We don't want it to feel like the same thing over and over again. So how can we take that foundational groove, and each time that we do it, we try, maybe a different intensity level, maybe a different scale, whether it's more expansive or it's smaller, or maybe different physical levels. I don't want you to plan this out intellectually. It's just opening yourself up to this groove, feeling a little bit different every time, okay? Let me check. Okay, good. Everything's good. All right, let's, why don't I show you a couple times with music, and then we'll try and mark it together with music. Try together. Here we go. 1, 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, your own groove. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Okay? Let me turn the music down a little bit. Let's try just the feet. Okay? Just the feet. Starting on the left. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Keep going. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? It's got some pace to it, yeah? Let's try the upper body, just the arms. 5, 6, 7. Swirl, swirl, hump. Swirl, swirl, own groove. Swirl, swirl, hump. Swirl, swirl, own groove. Okay? Hopefully we're okay. Let's try it together. Give it all we got. Let's do this. Let's alternate. So we'll do it 2 counts of 8 at a time. So we'll do it all together. First, I'll count us in. We'll go together. And then I'll go. Then you'll go. Then I'll go. Then you'll go. And I'll just keep counting us in. Okay? Let's do it. Now, actually, a moment. Before we get into this, none of this should be about perfectionism. I couldn't think of anything more unrealistic and more boring than perfectionism. Okay? I want this to feel like a playground. Okay? You jump in and you make mistakes and you laugh and you jump back in, right? Everything's okay. Everything's all good. That's what we're focused on. How can we play, right? Often in life, we're educated out of play the older we get. And we're told at some point that, play doesn't make us win, okay? It's a lie, right? We deserve to play from day one. We deserve to play now. So how can we lighten up, be playful, and just groove, man? Okay? If you lose if you miss a step, I could care less. What I care about is that you're trying to stay present in your body, in the music, and in the groove. The steps are not the final destination. That's why they're called steps, right? It's a stepping stone to a feeling. Okay? We'll go together. Then I'll count you in. You'll go. Then I'll go. Then you'll go. No. You get it. Okay. Here we go. I'll shut up now. We'll check the sound level. Okay. All right, let's go together. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and. Woo! Okay, deep breath. Now you go. 5, 6, 7, go. Left, right, left. Come on. Ah, good job. Now I go. So, now you go. I'll count you in. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, go! Ha! Come on, come on! Ha! All right. Hopefully you are actually dancing too, and I'm not just hollering at nobody in here. Hope that feels good. Let's see, where are we at for time? 52, okay. Let's do that one more time. Now that you've kind of ripped off the Band-Aid and done it once, you know that you can do it. You know that you can make mistakes and you're still alive. You didn't die from lack of perfectionism, yeah? And we can play a little more. So once we can get out of our head a little more, we can loosen up, and instead of trying to control and manipulate exactly how the movement comes out, exactly how the music moves through the body, maybe we can now trust that you've done as much intellectual work as you can with the groove. Now we kind of willingly surrender our knowledge, open ourselves up more fully for creative intelligence to flow through us, allow ourselves to be, the vase that the flowers are arranged within, meaning the vessel that creative intelligence can flow through, rather than trying to be the author of everything, right? So play a little more. Again, you can lose these, exact arm particulars that I gave you completely if you want. Try something else in this vein, in this vibe. Okay? Whatever feels good. Let's do that one more time the same way. We'll start together. Ha! Here we go. Come on. 5, 6, 7. Ha! Come on. Deep breath. Okay, I'm going to count you in. 1, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Come on. Whee! Come on. Good. Deep breath. Just let yourself move to it. Let's go one more time together. Play with it. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Ha! Oh! Come on, come on. Ha! Good. Hope you guys feel good. I hope we're letting ourselves play. Grab some water if you need. I need. So this was this thing I wanted to focus on, is where are we placing our attention? As I said, wherever we place the bulk of our attention will be the majority of our experience. Yeah? So again, I'm not discrediting, I'm not trying to minimize the challenges that we all face at varying degrees in this particular experience the world is going through, right? Socially, emotionally, physically, economically. But again, there is also simultaneously opportunity. So how can we look for the gift? How can we look at how we're being restricted and let it help us take a broader look at our life, our thought processes, our emotional state, our health, our contribution to the world. It's the universe to me is, among many other things, is giving us an opportunity to reevaluate, to reassess how we are operating inside, in our immediate family and life situation, and how we are operating in the world. I think there's so much opportunity for progressive change and growth in all times, but we're having a particular acute experience of that opportunity right now. So where are we placing the majority of our attention? Is it on our problems or our possibilities? Yeah? Okay. Let's do another groove. Yeah? Okay. Checking Q&A. Okay, everything looking good. Okay, good. All right. So many questions, guys. Sorry, it's hard for me to kind of answer these as we're moving, but I will find a point. I see something here. So we basically just to play around with the groove on the upper body. I really don't want to put too many rules at all. Yes, that is what I'm insinuating first, that I'm kind of giving you this foundation with the feet, with this last groove. And then, you can play with the arms. But that being said, it's more about capturing the essence of the groove, the vibe, the feeling. And if that feeling makes you want to go somewhere else with your feet as well, fantastic. No rules. Do what feels right. Don't do what doesn't feel right for you, okay? All right, let's listen to the next groove. I'm gonna get a bit more tribal again. Listening to it. Okay? So, obviously a real kind of gritty, tribal feeling in there. Let's go through the basics, okay? All right. So, angle, let me fix the angle a little bit. Okay. All right, again, I'm going to face away from you so we are facing the same direction. Basics of the feet. You're going to hop twice on the left foot, picking up the right, flexed, kind of at a 90-degree angle, yeah? So boom, boom, as we're traveling forward, okay? So that's on one and. So if I count 6, 7, 8, boom, boom, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, boom. Then the same thing on the other side. Boom, boom. Light on your feet. We're not trying to stomp super hard. It's hoo, 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 okay? So again, each foot that is rising up is flexed. Weight is on the left, then on the right. 1 and, 2 and. 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? After that, you're just going to drop both feet together. So boom, 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 boom. Both feet step together. And I guess I'm kind of on a slight diagonal, my left diagonal throughout. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 bah. Okay? With that, upper body. You've got your arms in these fists here. So right arm forward, boom, boom. You're just going to slap the forearm. So left is slapping the right. Boom, boom, then the other one, boom, boom. And for now, just drop them on the 3. So boom, 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 okay? So I'm going to go boom, 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 in here, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? So, again, I'm giving you this basic structure. I keep saying tribal, so this should feel like a kind of wild war dance. So I don't want you being super rigid and robotic with it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? 5, 6, 7, and boom, 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 boom. Okay? So my supporting legs are all slightly bent the whole time. Boom, boom, when I land, slightly bent, okay? Don't lock out your knees at all. So 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, 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 pow. With that, when you drop on that 3, so left slaps right slaps left, and then these arms are kind of on a diagonal, and you're just gonna flick out your hands. Boom, so kind of keep blades, like I hide my thumbs underneath. Boom, 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 ba, ba, ba. So out, in, out. 3 and 4, yeah? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, just try those arms. 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah? Left slaps right twice, right slaps left twice, and then the hands are out, in, out. Right? So you notice I'm not waving my whole arm, right? I'm creating these diagonal lines with my arms, and then I'm just isolating the wrists and the hands. Out, in, out. Boom, 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 boom. Ha, ha, ha. 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah? With that in the upper body. So we bounce, 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 bounce. When you land on that 3, your back, bump, 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 bump. Your back arches when you land on 3. So then you're going to go arch, contract, arch. At the same time that your hands are going out, in, out. Arch, contract, arch. Yeah? Bounce, 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 bounce. Arch, contract, art, I said? Arch, contract, arch. Just a rock. 3 and 4. Okay? Boom, 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 boom. Ha, ha, ha. In there. Okay? 6, 7, and boom, 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 boom. Ha, ha, ha. Okay? That should be, that 3 and 4 is relatively staccato, meaning it's not loose and rounded rhythmically, it's a little sharper, right? Like 3 poses. I don't want you to be so robotic that it's, has no feeling, but these are a bit looser, and then woo, goo, ka. Those are a bit more isolated, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo, 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 whoo. Ha, ha, ha. Okay? And then you do the first 2 hops again, 5 and 6 and then just get used to really simply first, left, right, Just start with the basics of those feet. So to walk you through those feet, I bounced left, left, right, together, boom, then again, left, left, right, and then left, right. Okay? So just focus on those feet. And that last rhythm is going to be 7 and 8 and 8th notes. So 6, 7, 8. We bounce left, right, together, and hold. Bounce left, right, left, right, which then takes you back to the beginning. Left, right. So again, it's a 1 count of 8 phrase that loops. Okay? 6, 7, 8. Left, right, together. Hold. Left, right, left, right, together and hold. Okay? With that, so we are boom, 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 ha, ha. Same thing here. Boom, 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 boom. Now on this run, it's much more of a vibe. I've got no exact things for your arms, for your upper body, but it's really, as we're getting into this tribal kind of war dance feeling, I'll just do it for you once. Where do we start? Left, right. So 6, 7, ba. Yeah? You're just kind of amping up the energy on those runs, whatever feels good. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So, as long as we've got the basics of those feet, left, right, you can go wild up top. Okay? Let's walk it slow. 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. But I would really loosen up, particularly on that 7 and 8 and. Because all the rest of it, even though the energy is fluid, it's it's more organized as far as where things need to be. Whatever feels good. Okay? All right. Hopefully we're all right. And let's watch it with music once. I like to watch it too, see how this looks. Check it out. Okay? Everybody, I'll check in. Any thumbs up? We're okay? All of this music, if you guys are wondering, that I'm playing is all my original music. Someone asked about music. Okay, let's try music together. So, I'm not checking random texts while we do this. Friends are letting me know if everything's all good, technically. Okay, good, okay. Okay, so let's try the same thing. Let's just try marking it first. Let's start with those basics of the feet with music. Okay. Turn the music down a little bit. Focus on the feet first. On that left foot. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left, left, right, right together. Left, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, right together. Left, left, right, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Upper body. Watch it once. Right, left, open, open, right, left, whatever feels good. Ba, ba, open, open, Okay? You try it, just the upper body. 1, upper body. Right arm. 5, 6, 7, and boom, boom, wah, wah, out, in, out, boom, boom, wah, wah, boom, 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 wah, boom, boom, wah, boom. Okay? Let's try them together. Still just marking. Here we go. 1, 5. Boom, boom, wah, wah, boom, boom, wah, boom, boom, wah, wah, boom, 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 boom. Yeah? Okay. Stop. Okay. Hopefully you guys are all good. Let's start ramping up in our energy level with it. Each time I'm hoping that we can peel off a layer of armor, a layer of trying to do it perfect all the time, and trying to let ourselves be more vulnerable, more playful. You know, when you make a mistake, when you jump out into something and you make a mistake, maybe the mistake is so bad that you fall flat on your face. This is the evidence of your success. Okay? Because, if you guys don't want to ever make any mistakes in life, no problem. Just don't ever try anything. I don't think that's what you want. So, when we step out and we make a mistake and we fall flat on our face, this is the evidence of our success because it means we have tried something new. We have tried something outside of our comfort zone. And we fell flat on our face. Fantastic. We get up, we laugh, we dust it off, we think about it maybe, and then we jump back in. And we try again. And it's all good. Everyone's in the same boat. Okay? So let's try and loosen up more. Vocalize while you're moving. That's why you always hear me. making noises, right? Because it's just continuing to kind of stir that energy up inside of me and release, get the kind of unwanted muck out of the body. Yeah? Okay, let's try. So we'll do the same thing where we'll do it together, and I'll count you in. Yeah, I'll go first this time, actually. I'll go first, and then you go. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll go first. Ah. Woo! Ah. Hey! Come on. Okay, now let's you go. Okay, we'll mark it together now. Actually, no, sorry, not mark it. Let's go for it. What are we waiting for? Here we go. Let's do it together. Cross my beads. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Ha! Ho! You know, and on that run, you can go around in circles, anything. Okay, take a deep breath. Now I'm going to count you in. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, go. Go. Ah! Go. Woo. Good. Stop. Take a deep breath. One more time through some quick reminders. Relatively light on your feet for these hops. We're not trying to stomp hard. Yeah, I think the reason being is it just changes the nature of our movement. If I was trying to stomp really hard on this, it's just going to give me a different energy that's more focused on down into the earth rather than, it's a little higher. It's got a little more of a higher vibration. More about lifting up than just digging down, right? So, you know, we want red forearms, feel that power. And for me, you're just game on for whatever life has to throw at you, right? We have a preference, of course. It's great to have a preference. It moves us, puts us into action, puts us out into the world. But what happens a lot of the time is something else happens, right, other than our preference. So rather than bemoaning that and crying, why me, we can know that life doesn't happen to us, it happens for us. So we can say, okay, I had a different preference, but something else is happening. Ooh, goody gumdrops. You know, I'm curious as to what's really being presented to me in my life. Because by definition, it's going to be greater than anything I could have ever imagined. Yeah? So let's go. Give me what you got. Boom, I'm ready to move with it, to flow with it, to adapt. Yeah? So, boom, 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 boom. Again, get a little deeper into those knees. Really isolate the back, the rib cage. We're back to it. Ha, 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 ha. Use your voice. Again, as I was saying, you could take that in circles. You could travel one direction on that last run. Or stay in place, whatever feels good, but play with it. Okay? All right, one more round of it. Here we go. Check the sound. Okay, here we go. 2 8s at a time. 5, 6, 7, go! Good, one breath. Let's go one more time. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, go. Hope you guys feel good. Take a breath, grab some water. I'm going to. Feels so good to be moving this energy around, yeah? Especially as most of us are dealing with different levels of restriction, different levels of lockdown. More than likely for most of us, physical activity out in the world has been minimized. So we've got to pay attention to a buildup of stagnant energy. It's not going to be helpful. So we've got to keep finding ways to keep moving, yeah? And keep moving the energy around and out, the unwanted stuff out. We don't want it to stay stagnant and metastasize, get bigger in the body, in the psyche. One of the things that I think is really important in this time, in all times, but particularly this time, is paying attention to our input and output, meaning we have the power to choose what it is that we are taking into our mind, into our body, into our heart. So, if we put Coca-Cola in our car's gas tank, the car's not going to run very well, right? Similarly, if we are allowing constant, negative, violent, fear-filled, or petty, gossipy, irreverent content into our mind, via social media, via the news, TV shows, movies, music, podcasts, books, whatever it is, if the majority of what we're taking in is of a negative or irreverent nature, this is the fuel that our mind is trying to run on. We have the ability to choose this. So I think it's really important, again, in all times, but particularly this time, when, it's good to be informed, absolutely. Find out what you need to know. And then turn it off. To keep engaging in what is a lot of fear-mongering beyond the necessary information is not doing anything good for us. It's not moving us forward, right? Get the information that you need, turn it off, and focus on taking in positive, inspiring content. And then I said input and output. And then output, that's one of those is our speech. What are we putting out into the world? You ever had a friend who's extremely sarcastic, like all the time? And it can be really hard to ever know really what it is that they really think about something or how they really feel, because everything that comes out of their mouth is sarcastic in some way, right? So they're never really saying what they truly think or truly feel. So if you take your relationship with that person whose speech is not trustworthy, then extrapolate that relationship out to yourself and the universe. If we're constantly saying things that we do not mean, or that we do not know to be true, or that we do not want to be true, we're not presenting our speech as a trustworthy device to deliver to us what we want in our lives. So I think it's really important to work on a practice, something I'm constantly working on. I'm not perfect at it in any way, shape, or form, but I'm trying to only say what I mean, trying to only say what I know to be true, and trying to only say what I want to be true. And I'll end it with one of my favorite pieces of advice from my meditation teacher, Tom Knowles, where he said, never miss a grand opportunity to shut your mouth. I love that. Okay, what time is it? 12:20. Let's do one more groove, and then we got some other fun things to do. Okay, let's listen to this piece of music. The last groove. So that basic pattern. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, keeping that in mind. That being said, the rhythm we're doing around that is relatively simple. Okay, last one, guys. Then we got some other fun stuff. Okay, I don't think this is necessarily more complex than the others, but it may feel like it because it's a little faster, okay? Maybe it's a bit more physical. It's going to take some even more physical endurance. Anything that I'm giving to you, do it at whatever level is comfortable for you. I don't want anybody hurting themselves. I don't want anybody stressing their body out or their mind out too much. Do it at the level that feels right for you today, okay? Our best is different every day. Okay, this first piece is this line that we're doing. So the weight is going to be on your left. You're kind of hopping up to releve, which means I'm hopping up to the ball of my left foot. Yeah? So first, just focusing on the left, I'm going to come up on the one and then back down to flat-footed on the two. So just do that. 6, 7, 8, up on the ball of the foot, down. And obviously, I'm picking up this right leg as well, and the weight is just on the left. 6, 7, 8, up, down. Now, as I'm up on releve, on the ball of that left foot, you're going to cross this right leg over the left. Yeah, and again, you take that to whatever point is comfortable for you. But I'm up on releve of the left, and I'm sitting preferably above the left knee. Yeah? Whew, up there, just for that one. One, and then I come back down to flat-footed on both for 2. So 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Okay, and again, if you can only get it to there, that's fine. Whew, pa. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew, pa. Yeah? So as I'm crossing this, I'm trying to turn that knee out. So rather than being here, I'm here as much as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo, bah, yeah? With that, I'm just taking these hands up on this diagonal. So it's the left arm that's straight. I've got kind of these blades again. Whoom, right? Bend the right elbow, and we're making a diagonal line. Yeah? And your focus goes up to that left hand. So I'm whoom, bah, and I'm down on 2. Okay? 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo, bah. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoo, bah. And then generally I'm swinging up this left arm from down below. It's sweeping or swiping, swiping, I don't know right now, across the body, right? Whoo, yeah? And then this right arm comes up to that position. Whoo, up there. Okay? And then just let them collapse down. 6, 7, 8, whoo, bah. Yeah? 5, 6, 7, 8, whoo, bah. From there, basics of the feet. Show it to you this way once. Boom, bah, boom, bah, boom, bah. So all I'm doing is, obviously I'm bouncing up and down, and I'm moving from heel to toe. So the first one, here, right, I'm parallel on 2. And then I'm going to bring my right foot forward on the heel and my left foot back on the toe. But I jump to it. Boom, like that. So left toe, right heel on the 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then back to neutral. 4, and then just reverse it. Left heel, right toe, back to neutral. Okay? So I crossed, down, right heel forward, back to neutral, left heel forward, back to neutral, okay? All just quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, all really light on your feet, okay? Obviously, I talk about being light on your feet a lot. You know, a lot of that's going to come from your core, keeping your core engaged so you can control the gravity to a certain extent. So you're more in control of it rather than gravity just kind of flopping you around. boom, pa, boom, pa. Okay? Basics of the arms there. 1, 2. Again, a place to start with the arms. 2, I want you to kind of pull up against your right rib cage, almost like you have a claw. So I'm going 1, 2, boom. So right hand rips across the right rib cage while the left hand pushes. So it's a pull and push, right? 1, 2, pull with the right, push with the left. Kind of come back down to your knees. Then the same thing, other side. Pull with the left, push with the right, back down to the knees, right? So I'm going 1, 2, huh, ba, huh, ba. Right, watch it together. Hoo, ba, hoo, ba, hoo, ba. In there, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? One more time. Then we'll finish it. So again, going to be only one kind of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on those pulls and pushes, right? Pulling with the right hand, pushing with the left, I'm opening up the right shoulder and the chest. Yeah? Boom. So as my right heel is forward, I'm opening up my body to the right, come back down. As my left heel comes forward, I'm opening up my upper body to the left, okay? All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, where's my mic? There it is. 6, 7, 8. Hoo, pa, hoo, ha, hoo, ha. And then really simply, I just want you to charge forward on your right leg and slide. Hoo, pa. So it means I hop forward on that right foot, and I let the left foot drag behind me. Hoo, and then I just hop together in that neutral position, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoo, bah, and then I'm back into it on 1, okay? For now, I'm doing that slide forward. You can do that slide in a different direction every time, meaning boom, boom, boom. You know, if I want to go back, boom, I could, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. If I want to go to the side, I could, or boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. Maybe I want to turn around. You know, lots of freedom on that 7/8, okay? But to begin with, hop onto the right, drag the left, come together. Throw the arms in whichever way feels good. Boom, it's an explosion, an expression, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoo! One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoo! Pow! 7, 8. Okay? All right. Let's have you guys watch me do it once with music. As you'll see, once we get comfortable with the particulars of it, right, where the limbs are going, we want to move beyond that and find the groove in it, always. So rather than us just creating photographs, we want, where's this groove? And this groove is going to be arching the back, right? So 1, 2, arch, 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 and then you have the drag, okay? But that way, boom, we've got this groove happening rather than just photographs, just poses, okay? All right, why don't you guys watch it with music? Okay. Check level here. Okay, you guys watch it once? As I said, not necessarily technically more complex, but it's faster and it's a bit more physical. But let's ramp up, let's mark it, okay? Which means just doing it kind of half intensity, focusing on where your hands and feet are, okay? Here we go. Let's start with just your feet. Basics of your feet with the music. Here we go. 5, 6. Boom, right, left, slide. Boom, right, left, slide. When I say right, left, I mean that's the heel that's forward. Again, just the feet. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down, right, left, slide. Up, down, right, left, slide. Okay? Let's try the upper body, which is here, bop, drag, bop, pull, bop, throw, bop. Just the upper body. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hoo, bop, hoo, ha, hoo, ha, drag, hoo, 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 ha. Okay? All right, let's go for it. Wrong song. Okay. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Go for it. Let's see what happens. 5, 5, 6. Woo. Woo. Take a deep breath. Yeah, I want you to go for it. I'm going to count you in. 3, 5, 6, 7. Woo. Drag, boom, ha, ha, drag, yee. Okay, one more time, all together. Here we go. Last time, guys. Give it everything you got. Actually, wait. Let's do one thing before we go one last time. All right, I'm going to turn my mic down because I'm about to be loud. I'm not going to be able to hear you, but I hope I can feel you. On the count of 3, if you can, if you're not going to disturb all your neighbors, someone's going to think there's something wrong with you. If you can, I want you to give me a tribal scream at the top of your lungs on the count of 3. I'm going to go for it. Maybe you'll do it with me. I'm going to turn my mic down. From your gut. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! One more time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Woo! Now I want you to bring that energy to the dance. Let's go. Woo! Come on, come on. Ha. 1, 5, 2. Ha. Hope you guys feel good. Good job, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good time. I am. I feel like I can feel you. Hope you can feel me. Okay. All right. That's it for the actual grooves I'm going to teach you. What do we have left? All right. We got about 25 minutes left. First thing I want to do is cool down the body a little bit, just for a couple of minutes. And then we're going to jump into our Q&A. Okay? So, grab some space. Just follow along. Let's start with some deep breaths. Arms up. Down. Let yourself hang. Let yourself be heavy. And come halfway up, flat back. Release back down. Let's go to plank. Deep breath in. Coming down. And up to cobra. Dog. Deep breath. I want to bring your right leg forward into a lunge. Back heel down. Warrior one. Deep breath in. Warrior two. Deep breath out. And reach back. Front hand to the ground. Back arm straight up behind you. Focus to the ceiling. Deep breath. Straighten the front leg. Deep breath. Back down to your lunge. Plank. Deep breath in. Coming down. Cobra. Down dog. Now, opposite leg. So, what do we do? Left leg forward. Into your lunge. I'm mirroring you. Back heel down. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Front hand to the ground. Back arm up. Straighten the front leg. Back down to your lunge. Plank. Coming down. Cobra. Back to down dog. Deep breath. Bend your knees. Look forward. Step up to your hands. Flat back halfway up. Release back down. And let's come all the way up. I'm just going to stop the music here. And your hands coming down to your chest. Hands on your heart. Just for a brief moment here. Close your eyes. Deep breaths. Just for a moment, I want you to come back to that place of imagining yourself, your family, your friends becoming healthier than you've ever been before. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Picture yourself, friends and family in perfect health. Where we place our attention will be our experience. What we expect, we experience. What we look for, we find. And what we pay attention to grows. All right. Hope you guys feel good. All right, let's move into our Q&A. Grab a seat here. Okay, you guys have been writing tons of stuff in the Q&A, which is awesome. I think it would be a little difficult for me right now to kind of scroll back to the beginning. So if you guys can do me a favor and start now writing in any questions you may have, and we'll answer a few. Okay, no question, just thanks. Okay, I have someone, Michelle Tang asked, Wade, should we listen to any music while doing meditation? I think the most important thing is to follow charm, whatever feels right for you. Personally, I don't listen to music generally when I meditate. I meditate 20 minutes twice a day, once in the morning, once in the early evening. I practice a particular meditation called Vedic meditation, V-E-D-I-C. I highly recommend it. If anybody wants to look it up, check it out. Absolutely changed everything in my life. One of the main reasons that I was able to start dancing again. But I think preferably we don't want to need any particular outside thing in order to have a meditation practice, meaning we want it to be as absolutely portable as possible. So, we're in the passenger seat of a car, or we're driving our car and we can pull over to the side of the road and get our meditation in real quick. Or we're on a plane, a train, a park bench, against a wall in a hallway. We can meditate anywhere, anytime. So preferably we don't need any external things in order to have a practice. Someone asked, Liv Mai, if I'm saying that right, what other styles of dance do you draw inspiration from? Many. There's obviously contemporary and all that. There are tons of peers that create such beautiful work. But I tend to be drawn to a lot of African styles of dance, Cuban, Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Cuban, Polynesian. I tend to be drawn to those styles of dance at this point in my life, and I find a lot of inspiration there. Can you come to Miami, Lux, Miami? I'd love to. As soon as this whole thing is over and they let us go places. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Jameson Rivera asked, sacrifice sleep or meditation if you had to sacrifice one in your day? Me personally, I sacrifice sleep. Vedic meditation is scientifically proven to be 2 to 5 times more restful than sleep. So if I'm in a situation where, I had to choose between another hour of sleep or even half an hour of sleep and getting up and getting my meditation in, meditation is always first for me, because I know I'm going to get at least 2 times the amount of rest of whatever amount of time I meditate. So if I meditate for 20 minutes, I'm getting at least 40 minutes worth of deep rest, probably much more. So I choose meditation. It's in the non-negotiable category for me. Adrian, I don't want to mess up your last name here. Ferreira, I think. Adrian Ferreira. How are you connecting with others during this time? Like this, I'm doing a lot of I have a CrossFit crew that we work out every morning, usually together physically. Now that's all happening on Zoom, so we do Zoom workouts together every morning and chat a little bit and catch up. Thankfully, I live with my wife and my son, so some of my most favorite people. So we're spending a lot of time together, which is beautiful. Keeping up with text and doing FaceTimes and Zooms with family, but also, focusing on the alone time and focusing on how powerful it can be to be comfortable also with being with oneself. It being okay to be alone and to tune in with what's really going on inside. How am I feeling? What's my state of mind? And some silence, some quiet is a really powerful practice. Time only 12:45. Okay. On days, this is Jacqueline Ciampi, or Ciampi. On days where motivation is difficult and you find it hard to connect with yourself, spiritually, mentally, etc., how do you get out of that, or how do you work through that? Meditation is always first for me. Again, I keep that non-negotiable twice a day. But let's say something happens in the middle of the day that maybe I'm really triggered by something, or something throws me off, derails me. I'll throw in another meditation to kind of, one, alleviate first. When you meditate, it works on the most recent stress first. It works on unwinding that from the physiology. So that's the first order of business for me, is to try and come back to homeostasis, reconnect, and then, because when I make choices, I want to be making them from as grounded of a place as possible, as a place where I'm most connected to source. So meditate, I will journal, do a kind of dump, right? If I'm feeling triggered, if I'm feeling kind of mentally out of order, I'll try and just kind of throw it all up on the page, get it out of me, so then there it is over there, which always helps. and I'll read something inspirational. I've always got some kind of spiritual or self-improvement text that I'm reading, or I'll spend some time with my son. I'll spend some time with my beautiful wife. That both just have such incredible energies and outlooks on life, and it's usually pretty easy for them to lift my spirit as well. My sister says that my niece says hi. Hi. Just crossing my... Just looking here. Someone's asking, when will I teach another class? If you guys enjoyed this enough and you want to do more, yeah, maybe we can organize some kind of schedule. That's good for all of us. I had fun. I hope you guys have fun. So yeah, we could do more. Haley Jones, as a sensitive, compassionate person, how do you stay connected to source energy when it's easy to get distracted with the negativity of the world? In lieu of sounding like a broken record, meditation, and I'm okay sounding like a broken record with that. I don't think that there's anything more important that any of us can be doing with our time right now than meditating. Because meditation is the platform from which we're going to make any choices. In all times it's important, particularly in this time, the choices we make, we want them to be as progressive and as sustainable as possible. So if we're making choices from a place of fear, from a place of stress, of anger, more than likely we're not going to make progressive, sustainable choices. Meditation is the platform from which it's the positive amplifier of any other action you may take. So meditation is first. Would you consider doing just a meditation workshop during this time? Someone asked, would I consider doing just a meditation workshop during this time? Yeah, I could. I have a lot of experience as a practitioner of meditation. I don't know that I necessarily consider myself a full meditation teacher yet. In order to do that, I need to go to India for 3 months in relative isolation to become a teacher, which I want to do someday. But I can point you guys to some amazing teachers, which I will put up on groovewithwade.com and waderobson.com. Let's see. I'm trying to move through these guys. Give everyone a chance. I'm trying to keep my message into our dance tradition. Somebody, Dance Tech Studios 1. As a studio owner, trying to keep motivation, inspiration to our dancers through this new teaching platform. Unique advice you can give. Much gratitude. With kids, meaning smaller kids, teenagers, I think it's so rare for children, teenagers, to be spoken to like real people, like 100% human beings. Meaning often we can tend to, you're a kid, you wouldn't understand. Or you don't understand the kind of stresses we're dealing with as adults. Whether we're saying that explicitly or not, we can tend to have that kind of attitude towards kids, towards teenagers, which I just do not think is true. Yes, as adults, we have maybe some more responsibilities, some different stresses, but kids, teenagers, other than that, maybe they're a little bit shorter, but other than that, they're 100% human beings that are going through all this, the same pool of feelings that we are, right? Stress, fear, jealousy, inadequacy, love, hope, trauma, pain. Yes, we have different details to our life, but we're all pulling from the same pool of 10 to 15 emotional experiences. So I think it'd be really powerful to offer the students aside from just dance classes where we're just working on steps or technique, to have like support group meetings, it could be Zoom meetings, where everyone has 5 minutes and you keep it structured. I'm going to put up a structure for a support group format, also in groovewithwade.com and waderobson.com, that I think would be really powerful for anyone to put together, but particularly dance studios for their students, to create some structure, to create a safe environment for these kids, for these teenagers, to share what they're going through mentally and emotionally. I think that could be really powerful, aside from just the dance experience. Okay, where are we at? We got about 8 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up with 1 or 2 more. Gabriela Ramos, Wade, what kind of therapy approaches do you draw from or have found most beneficial for you? Therapy absolutely changed my life. I was totally against it for many, many years. Oh no, that's for crazy people. I've got bad news for us. Every single one of us is crazy, a little bit crazy to some degree. It's for everybody. I didn't go until my life completely fell apart, till I had finally 2 nervous breakdowns over the course of a year. This is about 7, 8 years ago. Thankfully, I found a therapist that practiced 2 particular techniques that just changed my life. One of them is EMDR. So that stands for Eye Movement Desensitization Reprocessing. Look it up, EMDR. Website is emdria.org. A really powerful therapeutic technique that specifically deals with trauma and unwinding that trauma from the body. I think it moved my healing process forward 10 years in a year. Also, somatic experiencing, which is just really focused on trauma and pain and stress in the body and how to be with it and work with it and desensitize to it in the body. It's Peter Levine's therapeutic approach. Really, really powerful. So I highly recommend those 2 therapeutic approaches. Okay. Where are we at? Okay. 6 more minutes. Someone was asking how long I meditate for. At least 20 minutes twice a day. Once in the morning, once in the early evening, before dinner. Moving through. Okay, let's see. When did I start dancing? I started dancing when I was 2, pretty much as soon as I could walk. What's my favorite snack? Oh man, I have a real sweet tooth, Probably my favorite snack is ice cream. But I'm vegan, I'm plant-based. I have been for about 7 years. So plant-based ice cream. And I've also been trying to do a sugar-free thing. So now I'm into this So Delicious sugar-free plant-based ice cream that I think is pretty amazing, sweetened with monk fruit. I have a little bowl of ice cream pretty much every night. Okay, I'm going to pick one more. A couple people have asked, do I have other experiences like this? I have this website called groovewithwade.com, which is a subscription service for, I think, a really reasonable price. It's $7 a month. And so if you liked this kind of experience that we had today, with the grooves, the music, the life talks, the inspiration, the meditation, the yoga, it's all there in this monthly service I have, and I'm uploading new content every single week. It's all of my original music as well. And there's a really beautiful community inside of it. We communicate with each other. There's direct connection with me. We do monthly Groove with Wade Zoom talks where we can all see each other and connect and really kind of get personal. I think it's a really beautiful experience. You guys can do a week, 7-day trial if you want to check it out. That's groovewithwade.com. You guys check that out. Okay. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's just do one more very short, one to 2-minute meditation to kind of close this up. Go ahead and sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And then you're just going to breathe normally. Pay casual attention to your breath. And if and when thoughts, emotions, and sensations come up, absolutely no problem. Just notice and casually come back to your breath as many times as you need to. And casually come back to the breath. And let's take a deep breath. Slowly open your eyes. Quick recap of a couple of the key things we talked about today. One of my big focuses was, where are we placing our attention? Wherever we place the majority of our attention will be the majority of our experience. So let's be mindful of that. And let's put the majority of our attention, our intention, on what feels good, what feels hopeful, what feels healthy, what feels progressive. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive. We spoke about gratitude, the power of gratitude. If you don't already, I encourage you to create a gratitude practice in your life, whether it's a gratitude jar, a gratitude journal, something that's going to remind you every day to focus on gratitude once or several times a day. Change your life. We focused on input and output. Yeah? Really making sure that we are choosing what we are allowing into our mind, into our body, right? What are we consuming? Both in social media, news, TV, music, movies, does it make us feel good? Does it make us feel positive and helpful and thriving? Are we eating healthy? Are we exercising? What are we allowing in? And then also, what are we putting out into the universe? Are we using right speech? Are we trying to say only what we know to be true, only what we believe to be true, only what we want to be true? And can we focus on this in this time, becoming healthier than we have ever been before? I think that's the directive, the collective directive. How can we become healthier than we have ever been before? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And surrender. Surrender to this experience. And find the gift. Okay, it is 1:01. I don't want to keep you guys. I want to respect your time. Thank you guys so much for being here. I felt all of your energy. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys had a great time. Again, if you loved this experience, go check out groovewithwade.com. Sign up for a free trial. See if it feels good for you. All good. Okay? Love you guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Aloha.